Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show.
Side saddle introduction. We're going to show you from moment one to whenever how I train Firecrest Easter Eve to accept a side saddle, how I get into the side saddle. I'm Sonya, the Urban Cowgirl, in my late 60s, having some arthritis problems in my hip. And I want to continue with ranch horse versatility, and I want to do it on a side saddle, unless all of a sudden I can ride a stride again, and I'm not sure that's going to happen for me. I may or may not go through a hip replacement surgery, etc. I'm just trying to continue with my passions, and I think there's probably a lot of other people in a similar situation, because arthritis affects hundreds of thousands of people and very little is known about it. Okay, so I bought a used side saddle last week. It's not a Charlie Goodnight Western side saddle, but it is very nice, a Somerset side saddle, very convenient, very nice. I bought it off of somebody in a neighboring county. She brought it out to me, we tried it. We did a few minutes on the end of another video showing how we tried it out. And now I'm going to start a whole strand, a whole thread of side saddle ranch horse versatility. And there's going to be this introductory show in season 27 and then a lot of shows in 28, I'm hoping. So I'm showing you the first moment after I became the proud owner of this side saddle, how we're going to accustom me and Eve and do all the things that we love to do together. First of all, just an English pad. Good girl, Eve. Okay, and now Angela's going to put the side saddle on, and I've got an English cinch from my flat saddle, and along with the cinch, go get the English cinch over there, along with the cinch came this back cinch, which is like a cross cinch on a side saddle, and we're going to show you what I mean. First, the regular cinch. So this is a double buckled cinch.
The two outside ones?
Yeah, I like to do the two outside ones. There's 3 buckles under the fender. It's all right, Eve. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. Okay, now go get that guy. This is, you stand back. This is a cinch that came with it, and it is cinched, it is buckled on the other side to a single leather strap with a single buckle. And then we come over here, I think, you know what, put this double one, put it in the middle. And I think this one will be able to reach the, I don't even know what you call it, a cross cinch. I'm starting to study side saddle videos on YouTube, but there aren't too many up there. All righty. So here's the strap. I'm going to give it a little bit more length here. There are plenty of holes. See, it's just a single buckle with a keeper. Okay, now, when I hand you this, can you attach it to the 3rd buckle under the fender? We have been working on reminding Eve how to lay down upon our request, just in case that's the way I want to mount this saddle or any other saddle, or no saddled horse. But I'd much rather, as long as I'm capable, climb up on something to get up there. Because right now I find that I can't use the legs the way I used to. So, okay, let's face reality. How do we continue doing what we like to do? Okay, that feels good. I just wonder if that should be looser. Go loosen it on the other side, please. We're showing you every step of the way. We made some extra holes in this stirrup. When I first saw the side saddle, I said, gosh, there's only one stirrup, and oh oh, it's awful short. Well, that's because when you're in the saddle, it's not the same as when you're in a saddle that's constructed for stride riding. So we made some extra holes here with a leather punch. And I'm not sure yet how low I want this stirrup, but we certainly can make it a lot lower than where it just was. How's it going over there?
I loosened it one hole.
Okay. Can you come over here and see if you can get this in? I think we're going to have to make these holes a little bigger. See if you can squish that in there. So what's the story on the side saddle? Well, watch. This thing goes up. And my leg, once I'm in the saddle, will go over this leg. Let's call it a leg keeper. Again, I don't know the vocab yet. Okay, so now we've got a longer stirrup. I may or may not want to use it longer. I'm not sure. Now, if I happen to want to go somewhere with my rope, I could just hang my rope right here. Turn this upside down and hang my rope on it. But if I don't need it as a hanger, well, then I'm not sure. Why are there two of them? I don't know yet. We'll learn together. Okay, now here is, you want to go get the ladder. My little three-step didn't bring me high enough to scooch onto this side saddle.
Hey, Evie.
So we went to my local hardware store yesterday and we bought this fiberglass 4-foot ladder. It's pretty lightweight. It's probably even lighter weight than my three-step that I got from the tack shop. I'm showing Eve. You want to stand by the head just in case she gets spooked. You know, it's the bright colors. Well, now she's asleep. She doesn't mind this at all. But is this high enough, stable enough for me without causing any undue discomfort to my legs to climb up? Good girl. We're desensitizing her to this ladder and I'm trying it. Climb up. Not quite high enough. I don't want to have to put any undue pressure on my legs at this time. Come a little closer. I want my sits bone, my right sits bone, to be able to scooch onto the right side of the saddle. Climb.
Do you want me to hold it? It looks a little wobbly.
Yeah, but be there in case Eve gets concerned. Climb. One more. My left hip, by the way, is the one that has, whoa, it is wobbly, isn't it? Okay, now, yes, I definitely could sit over there if I was a little closer. I'm going to climb back down. Are there other people out there in a similar position as me? Similar situation, medically speaking? I think so. Is this going to be an interesting video for those people? Maybe. You know, in your last third of your life, you make decisions. What do I want to do differently to accommodate the fact that the body starts to get old? I'd like you to leave it in the ring, but hold it in case she starts moving back. Okay. It's always unnerving if you don't have reins to hold on to, and we don't have her bridled up today. So once I get in this saddle, thank you. Oh, perfect. 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 No stress whatsoever on my legs. Scott, can you come and move the ladder over ever so slightly? Now you're in control here because I have no reins. Very quietly move it over. Okay. Now can you help me? And there are accounts of gentlemen used to do this for ladies in the side saddle. Help them get their left foot in the stirrup because it's kind of hard to lean down. But it caused no pain whatsoever. Using that fiberglass ladder even is being great. This seems like a good stirrup length for side saddle, but who knows? I have to keep trying to get some experience with it, learn what I can from YouTube and maybe the Side Saddle Association. I expect to get a lot of comments on my videos because I did when I first discussed possibly getting a side saddle to deal with my arthritis. It's a little bit unnerving not to have reins. Next time we do this, I'll have reins on. Can you bring it back and let her know you're coming? It's all right, Eve. She's being real good about it. Okay, as close as you can so I don't have to put any stress. Can you go a little bit further, closer to her shoulder? A little bit, yeah, no, that should do it. Okay, good, hold the ladder. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that's all I wanted to accomplish today, but let me suggest that if anybody out there who sees this video out on the internet has any experience that might help me go on with my passions this way, please get back to me. info@urbancowgirlchannel.com. I'm not the type of person to give up on my passions, but I am the type of person to be realistic that my 68th birthday is just a couple weeks away and I need to deal with some health discomforts that came along with getting older. And that's all for today. Sonya Sokolow, the Urban Cowgirl. This is my second attempt at mounting into my new side saddle, my new used side saddle with my 4-foot ladder. We're in a different position, a different place than we were last time. We're going to keep doing this until we do it in the arena and then start doing some challenging things in the arena safely, we hope. And I did receive a couple of emails in the last 24 hours or so about videos that have already been viewed about my side saddle and are trying to ride in it, both Katie and I. So we're going to reply every time we can with a video clip afterwards to tell you what we think, if we have more questions or whatever. We're learning this way because, quite frankly, I do not know anybody in Santa Cruz County that rides side saddles. So I'm just winging it, doing it as I can with the help of all of these gracious people who watch my videos and give me their advice. Now I'm going to climb up. This time I have a bridle on, and we're going to ask my handyman to put a bigger foot on this ladder so that it's not so likely to wobble in potholes. Wait, don't move it yet. I'm not, my sits bone is not in the right place yet. Wait. Okay. All right, just move it away a little bit. Okay. I do have a, I have a surgery consult with the hip surgeon on Wednesday. I have a million questions to ask him. I might even show him what I'm trying to do here with this side saddle by putting it on a DVD and taking it with me to my consult, because I don't want to do anything that's gonna cause me more pain or cause me to have symptoms that will require the surgery. I'd rather just go on with my passions, do my life as best I can with a little bit of adjustment. And this is one of those little bit of adjustments. Okay, now I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, thank you, yesterday. There were stirrups at various lengths, but no longer than what I have here. I noticed that the riders were using this cup of the saddle push up against. So I might have to make my stirrup shorter in order to do that, because I'm about an inch away. And I'm not sure that my legs and my hips can tolerate that kind of pushing. I'm feeling real comfortable with my right leg. Other than being a little bit unsure about mounting, I didn't feel like I was stretching anything out that would cause me pain in the future. And since I did this 2 days ago, I didn't have pain in the last 2 days. So I'm just going to listen to my body, follow my passions, and show you how it goes. Now, Angela is going to hold on to, oh, actually, you can just stand there. Yeah, we don't have to move the camera, I don't think. She's going to hold on to the lead line. Can you make sure that we're in it? Can you hold on to the lead line? Because I don't want to have to deal with moving with Eve yet. It's all right, Eve. It's all right.
Good
Make
girl.
sure we've got the right video. Yeah, I'm feeling... Do we have a screen?
Yeah, you're out of it though.
Out of it. Okay. Her head, my legs, my head if possible.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. Okay. So, Angela's going to read you the 2 emails I've gotten in the last 24 hours or so. And I'm going to reply to each item.
Good.
Okay, and read, look towards the camera and use a loud voice.
I would encourage you to seek instruction and make sure the saddle fits properly, and that you learn the parts of the side saddle and how to tack up correctly so that your horse is comfortable and not jittery. That would be the first part. I applaud your foray into side saddle, but please make sure you do it safely and correctly under the help of people who are actually knowledgeable.
Okay, the only way I'm going to get the help of people who are actually knowledgeable is probably over the internet, because I don't know anybody here locally. But I did do a whole lot of measuring and trying on with the help of the Side Saddle Association. We even sent things by email, by US mail. We compared the size of this saddle and the way it sits on her back to my McClellan saddle, which I've used for decades, and we feel that this fit is correct. Now, next comment. Can you read it loud?
Yeah. Just from first glance from when you got on astride, your left stirrup was way too high and you were sitting incorrectly. Your center of balance was not in line with her back and you weren't sitting square. You also didn't have the grip on your right leg correct. You need to sit up and straight. Usually balance straps are thin and they would be snug on the horse and loop through the main girth. Your strap turned into a bucking strap quickly, and your horse became nervous about it.
Okay, I know what she's talking about. This strap, this balance strap, came with the saddle, and I had never seen it, nor did I know what to do with it. We kind of figured it out from logic. But let me comment that my horses are Western horses and have been for most of their lives here. And we use back cinches all the time. So, and I know how to adjust a back cinch, and I'm not worried about the position of this. Can you see it on this side? Not.
No, it's...
Yeah, it's on the other side. Okay, we're going to show it before we close this video. I feel that it's in a good position. I don't feel it's going to be a bucking strap, and I do agree that Eve needs to learn the saddle just like I do, or Katie does, or Angela does. It's a different feeling for her, and so we're going to work on that one tiny baby step at a time. But I believe that this comment was probably referring to the day that we bought this saddle and Katie got into the saddle and went to the arena and did some walk and trot with Eve. And Katie doesn't know much about side saddle, and neither did I, and actually neither did the seller who sold it to me. So she had never actually used it. So that's probably why we didn't look comfortable with it. We weren't sitting right. I understand that I'm to be in the center of her back. I understand that my right sits bone should be to the right, comfortably sitting on the right side. Let's see, and what else did she say? Oh yeah, the stirrup. The stirrup was too high that day. We had to make extra holes in the stirrup leather to get it down to where it is now. every single comment like this, every single mistake we make, I think we can learn from. So that's what we're trying to do, is do it one baby step at a time. Teach Eve, teach ourselves, get help from you gracious viewers of my Urban Cowgirl shows. I will always have the word side saddle in the title of any show that refers to us trying to do something in side saddle. And I have to tell you that I spent at least a couple hours yesterday reviewing YouTube videos, looking for videos with the word side saddle in the title. I found only one for Western riding, and it was reining. And reining is hard even when you ride astride. I think the lady did quite well with a side saddle, but I'm sure that she had to do some different cueing than we have used in astride saddles for a long, long, long time. But she did it. She did spins. She did changes of lead. She did good haunches stops. She did figure eights. She did it all in side saddle. And I didn't see, I'll have to watch it again to be sure, but I didn't see any kind of a crop in her right hand. So she was explaining, cueing to her horse with her body, with her words, with repetition, and the horse seemed to understand what she was asking for. So even as I stand here, I feel uneasy. I need to feel comfortable. I've been comfortable for 40 years in an astride saddle. I hope it doesn't take me more than a year or so to feel comfortable in this side saddle. Okay, can you, let's see if she'll allow. Will she allow you to bring that ladder back without getting upset? It's all right, Eve. This is an obstacle, you know. Will she? It's all right. Whoop. A little closer. Good girl, Eve. If she moved away, I'd be in trouble. I need it turned this way a little bit so I can put my legs in on the step and hold on to the top. There you go. I don't want to do anything sudden to my hip bones or my leg muscles at this point until I understand better what's going on with my body. I'm listening to my body. Okay, and then one more thing before we turn the camera off is if you'll walk her out and bring her back. Oh no, here it is. This is where oh, it wasn't on camera. Okay, yeah, let me show you. Whoops, it's on this side. That's how much I know so far about side saddles. There it is. There's that balance strap, I guess they call it. I'm not at all concerned that it's a bucking strap. And let me show you how I suggested to Angela today to adjust it. Kind of like two fingers. Not real tight, not like a front cinch, but not as droopy as back cinches are often put on to astride saddles, which I think are incorrect. So we're just guessing, and if I get any more answers about the correctness of our guesses, we'll respond to them in our next session. And that's all for today. We're having a good time doing this. Eve is certainly not upset about it today, as you can see, but she has a whole lot to learn. And by the way, when I got Eve, about 6 years ago, she hadn't gotten any training, and keeping her collected and keeping her calm is just a matter of explaining to her what we want, because she very much wants to please, but she was kind of confused about certain cues, like even leg pressure. Leg pressure always meant to her to get excited, to go faster instead of to move away, or leg pressure on the shoulder to move the shoulders, or leg pressure behind the cinches to move the hips. She had to learn all of that. And so we're going to have to show you how good she does in a side saddle, relearning leg pressure. And that's all for today. It's Sonya Sokolow, the Urban Cowgirl. I've got a very long email from Roundtable Productions, a gal named Kate, the day after I uploaded the first part of this video. So we've made some adjustments, and we're going to briefly outline them for you. Plus, we've made a little pedestal here for this ladder so that it won't be as rickety when it's not sitting on flat ground. These are vinyl rails, and it gives a little bit. Angela's going to get into the saddle. She's 5'6", I'm 5'7", so almost the same height. And I'm going to read the important things that we've done differently today. We have the second girth, which is the balance girth, going on from the offside buckle that it is designed to carry the balance girth to this side under. I'm going to show you, just point to it. There are 3 buckle receivers under here. We're at the front one, so that this balance girth, which is not too tight, not too loose, is now crossing over the regular girth. You need to make sure when you're sitting in the saddle that your hips are square with Eve. Here are 2 horns, but you see Angela's about as tall as I am, and we've got the stirrup at a good length for her leg, but her thigh is about at least an inch away from this bottom horn. Kate suggested that I have my farrier. I've already emailed him. He'll be coming in a couple weeks. She says adjust this so that somebody as tall as Angela and me can use the longest stirrup but still have our thigh be closer to this bottom horn. She says inside this horn is metal, and that the farrier will know what to do to properly bend it. Now, she also suggested that I could fix a queen, in quotes. A queen is a pad placed on the upright horn to help move your leg over and along the center line of the horse and saddle. So that's, the upright horn is right here. And she said that the queen could be as simple as a dish towel with vet wrap. Now, Angela and Kate are going to help me with this endeavor, which is a very exciting endeavor to me, to learn side saddle and have my horses learn side saddle for ranch horse versatility for the next few months. Now we've shown you how we fit our side saddle to 2 different people. When Katie has a chance in the beginning of season 28, we'll do a fit for her because she's much smaller than Angela and I. We're going to have the stirrup shorter for her, and we're going to have to see whether or not this bottom horn is going to have to be adjusted for her. I'm just not sure yet. If we adjust it for us, will it be adjusted for Katie? So notice one more thing. We do have a breast collar on the side saddle. I'm just very used to, over the decades, always using a breast collar with any saddle, even my flat saddle. Somehow we find a way to hook it. Somehow we make sure that it's across her breast at the correct angle, which is with her shoulder line. Somehow that gives me confidence, and I think logically it is true, that no matter what happens, the saddle is not going to slip to the side or under her belly, whether it be a side saddle or an astride saddle.
See more at www.urbancowgirlchannel.com.